Bill. Sunday morning. We had, going into the wrap-up for last week, we had another really solid week. We took the long on Monday, LVFK, and just rode that sucker out for a day. It's quick profits all week. Everything was a day long. Made 3 whole points on that guy, all in the afternoon. So that was a really good trade. Then we did the short on the 25th and made a half a point on STZ. And then once again we went long on the 27th on ENDP and made a little over 2 points. So just really solid week this week. One of the questions that I've gotten from subscribers on the performance reports is, why do I show so few losses? The reason for that is because I don't lose that much. It's that simple. You only enter the trade when both the trend is going your way and you selected the pick that goes along with the trend. So you're lining up several things in your favor in advance, or you just don't get in the trade. So for example, if the market was trending up and the long pick was trending down, that's a scratch trade. You don't do that. So there's no trade entered on it, hence why you see only 3 trades during the week. The trades on the other days did not align themselves with the overall trend of the market, so those were excluded. So hopefully that answers the questions. Now, we're not 100%. If you look back through the old videos, you'll see a couple of weeks where we did actually get into these and they went against us and we lost a little bit of money, took some haircuts. So it's not 100%, but it is pretty dependable. So keep your eyes and ears peeled on that. So let's take a look at futures market and see where everything is going. The British pound is still powering to the upside. As you can see, the tidal wave is strong. We've had a few pullbacks in momentum and volatility, but still strong to the upside. Now, if you look at some more extensive technical analysis on this from other folks, this is touching the bottom of the 200 period moving average. So may see a pullback this week in the British pound. That would make sense since it's touching the 200 period moving average. It's touching a Fibonacci retracement, I forget which one, and the tidal wave is showing a pullback in momentum. So see what happens there. Same situation on the euro. I don't know where it's at in relationship to its 200 period moving average, but as you can see, it is pulling back in momentum on the tidal wave. So we're way extended on both of these outside the upper Keltner channel. So expect these to spring back here shortly. The yen is still in the dead zone. It has moved around here a little bit, but unless it comes out of that, I'm just going to ignore it. The S&P, the Russell, and the Dow broke out of overhead resistance, I think, on Thursday, and we're just kind of hanging in the air right here now on Friday. Friday was kind of a go or nowhere day, and we'll have to see what happens next week. But we did break out of upward resistance, and the next stop, I believe, for the S&P on my website when I did the technical analysis on it was, I'm going to tell you here in a second, somewhere in the neighborhood of 1350. If it breaks out above 1300, that's the next level of resistance. And to add to the additional weirdness, gold and silver have broken out as well above their Keltner channel. Excuse me. Which is unusual because they tend to trend up when the overall markets trend down. Now they're in sync, so that's just weird. Anyway, take a look at the crazy eights. Google's up in the stratosphere, kind of consolidating. Has been there all week. Baidu has just jumped up into the stratosphere, so that's kind of interesting. Netflix once again gapped down and is languishing around here. This is a company that is hurting, and I would not be surprised to see this drop down into the 30s based on their unsustainable business model. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for trading opportunities there. Apple's kind of all over the place. It pierced the upper Keltner channel, but as you can see, the tidal wave is losing momentum. So it might see some movement to the downside. RIM sideways to down would be my call on that. Cisco here looks pretty strong, as well as Oracle. These are the old workhorses of the 90s. They're looking pretty good, and possibly reflecting that people are finally starting to spend some money on infrastructure again, IT infrastructure. So we'll see what happens. And then here, Amazon, whoopsie, they missed earnings pretty nasty and did a drop, but it is recovering back in the lower Keltner channel. I would imagine this thing is going to fester around in here for a little while before anything new happens. But you've got velocity to the downside. You've got a little bit of waning momentum to the upside. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Now, for your picks of the week. Your long pick for Monday is YOKU. YOKU. This is one of those deals where you don't go long until it breaches, trades through, not gaps over, trades through the high of Friday's bar. Okay? So make sure I make that clear. You don't get in this until it trades through the high of Friday's bar. If this thing gaps like, a point above here, that's a scratch trade. You don't take it. So we want to start somewhere below 23.50 on Monday and trade up through 23.50. The short for Monday is NIHD. NIHD, the exact opposite. Okay? You do not want to go short on this until we have traded through 23.62 to the downside. Do not go short until we've traded through 23.62 to the downside. Okay? That's it for the weekly wrap-up. I hope you had a good week. Looking forward to a good week going into the future. Thanks for all the comments on the website. Keep them coming, and I want to just keep making that better and better. I've been changing it and modifying it per your requests and specifications. Please feel free to send me an email if there's an idea that you have or something that you'd like me to do differently there. You are the customer, so I listen to you. Okay? Good luck, and I'll talk to you again on Monday night. Bye.